we're rolling. So we're here at an unknown location because I don't say who it is. Anyway, we got this RTU replacement today. I don't see anything wrong with it, you know. Looks perfectly fine. Looks perfectly fine. That condenser coil looks like someone tried to like draw on it and make a little bit of art or something. I don't know. Anyway, crane's not going to be here for a couple hours, so normally we can have these disconnected in like 30 minutes. All we have is the gas, the drain line, which looks like, you know, somebody hooked some wires onto it, so we'll make sure that that doesn't stay like that. Look, there's a transformer. Hey Blake, there's a transformer. Let's see. Look.
Hey, there you go.
Transformer. Oh, got a couple contactors. See, we have spare parts with this. We gotta take these and put them on the truck. You know, reuse them later on. So, yeah, we definitely don't do these by ourselves. We got the plumber coming by later on today. He's gonna do the plumbing and get the gas and the drain and all that stuff. So we're taking our sweet time. You know, these convenience outlets are, you know, convenient. Great to have them. Most of the time they don't work. This one's got a bunch of rust in it. So they're all GFI outlets and they're, like I said, convenient, but the GFI 80% of the time goes bad, and then it's hot. They never label these on the breaker box, so we basically have to, you know, pop it. And I might not show that one on video because if it goes south, I don't need you know, the uproar on the YouTube. So anyway, we're about to take this the rest of the part. There's nothing really to look at here, you know, not one of those nothing to see here, but really it's just drain line, gas line, electrical. He's already got the low voltage pulled out because, you know, somebody wasn't here on time. I don't know who that was. Probably me, not sure. Once the crane hops in, I'll come back on and we will make sure and get all that videoed. Until then, see you soon. Blake's over there playing with wires just because we're bored, waiting on the crane. Had to go to the selfie stick because got to get the hard hat, the vest on to do this the right way. There's a crane. Fella's setting up. We're still waiting on the unit to get here, so you know, hurry up and wait. We probably got about 30 more minutes before they get here. Just a little 7.5 ton, nothing huge. That crane will handle it just fine. So I don't know, I haven't even used the selfie stick yet. It's the first time. I think it turns into a tripod too, but then I'd have to show you my ugly face. Bad enough looking at his ugly face. Who knows? Maybe this will be the first one where I show my ugly face. Anyway, I'll get back to you. Well, since we're in wait mode, I always like to take a trip around the roof, you know? A lot of times there's more things going on than what they call about. This little guy has a nice machine condenser. She ain't hooked up, so this is just extra trash on the roof. I mean, it's got power to it, but that discharge line is cut, so obviously it ain't working. This guy got replaced not too long ago, and I can already tell you it was probably likely RTU number 3. So, or this one that got replaced not too long ago was RTU number 3, because that one looks brand new. So I'm not even gonna look at those. Let's look at these vent fans, exhaust fans here. That one's a little squeaky, but it's running. This one ain't doing nothing. Maybe for a dish pit. Nope, that thing's seized. That thing ain't running a minute. They didn't call about it. Check out the refrigeration. That's the fun stuff. Got our insulation here. you know, gone. It's the invisible insulation. It's not really gonna hurt it. It just rots over time. Got a valve here. That's probably the discharge valve. On these units, there is a valve on both sides of the compressor so that you can valve it off, replace the compressor. You just have to pull a vacuum on the compressor, and then you can open your valves and let the refrigerant in. A whole lot easier than recovering all the stinking refrigerant, going through all that whole mess. But the one that comes off the discharge side is the one that usually starts leaking over time. This one looks fairly new and tiny. Sweating like a champ, that's what we want to see. This one right here is sweating like a champ, an amazing way. It's probably the freezer. So we've got an accumulator right here. But it has its discharge line, or discharge valve on there too. So that one we found on the ground is probably old, from an older unit that got replaced. Probably this Chandler right here. Not a fan of the Chandlers, but they work, you know, they work. There's a thing, cover thing there for defrost thermal. I don't see anything up here that's, you know, jumping out at me that I want to go fix on, especially that. Probably needs a new motor. Nope, that needs a whole new hood, because that feels pretty seized to me. Yeah, which is easier to replace the whole thing than replace the bearings on these. You use like a quarter of the labor to lift this thing off, drop a new one down, just plug the electrical in, call it a day. Anyway, we got trash, you know, black pipe that's now rusted black pipe. Oh look, there's a fitting. These come in handy, guys. I might take that and put it in my pocket. Yep, I'm gonna keep that one. Other than that, look, got the water dripping out of the side of this unit. Tells me we've got a drain issue, or it's not level, one of the two, or some moron didn't put a trap on it. Yeah, there's no trap at all. So that's awesome. Anyway, I'm gonna hurry up and wait and get back when the unit actually gets here.
Typically aren't screwed into the flashing or anything, are they?
Yeah, I've never seen them screwed in. We're hooked up. Still waiting on the, you know, unit to get here, but we'll come back. We're not lifting off until it actually gets here, because she might rain. I don't know. I'd hate for this thing to be off the roof, not have something to put in place, and it starts pouring on us. Okay, bye. All right. Yeah, we're at 84%. Finally here. Ready for liftoff. off, and I'm going to go down and the new unit, get all the crates off of it, the wrapping and the bottom cover out of it. We'll get it ready for lift off. We got 2 lifts. One's going to be the curb adapter, and then the other one is going to be the unit. So in the meantime, we're not going to make you watch it. I'll be back. All right, we're ready to come up with the curb adapter. She's airborne. I don't know how it's going to sit until we get closer. 2 pieces to this curb adapter. I don't even know if they can hear me. Hey, can you hear me? No. Which side goes down? like, so like this like this one. My way with it? Yep. Yeah. Yep. And then the bottom is gonna come towards me and lay it down that way. I'll bring the whole thing here.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So this one threw me off because it turns the unit 90 degrees from where the old one was sitting. So I was very confused, and you know, it happens. I'm over it. Took me a minute, yeah, but I'm good. I'm done. We'll be back whenever the unit is coming here in just a few.
Oh, that'll do it.
Got it.
That'll do it.
No economizer?
We're not sitting on it.
Have fun. What's on?
Oh, shit.
So I don't know how well y'all can hear me, but I really try hard to not have any wordy dirds in my videos. May have to do some mooting on this one whenever I upload, but new units on. Take a little walk around here. It's not ordered by us. I don't prefer to install Tranes. Not that they're bad, it's just not my choice of unit. And looks like it's pretty neato. Like, let's dig into this thing. How does that work? There's a screw on it. I'm gonna have to get the directions or find an adult, figure out how to open that thing. But we'll get it figured out. Here's the bad thing. We've got a plumber come and hook the gas and the condensate line. This new curb adapter, she sits right on the gas line. Now it's not putting pressure on it, but that's a bad thing right there. So I don't know, he's the plumber guy to figure that out. He's probably going to have to use his pipe shrinker to make it go down. I don't know. That's going to be interesting. So probably an extra bill. So anywho, we're going to start putting power and whatnot on this thing and getting all the wires hooked up. There ain't much to it. It's your low voltage thermostat wires, and then you got your high voltage and the disconnect right there. So we'll mount the disconnect. No need for new seal tight. That's in perfectly good shape. Disconnect is in perfectly good shape. So we only replace what they'll allow us to replace with this specific company, and they order it themselves. We don't even get to order the stuff for it. But hey, look, that drain line, it just needs to be stretched a little bit and it'll reach right over. I could probably do that myself. All I need is a coupling. Got plenty of PVC, you know, laying on the roof here, so no extra parts needed. But we're gonna get into this thing, and I'm sure I'll be back. Okay, so midway through this thing, realize they put the hail guards on like at the factory. There's no economizer on this thing. I'm not gonna tell if you don't, but pretty sure it's code that you're supposed to have an economizer. But if this company doesn't want to have that be a part of their install, then that's honestly on them. So Blake's over there doing some high voltage stuff. I'm gonna go over here and do some, well, it's not low, I guess it's mid voltage stuff. So we're doing them a favor. We're not into like this enough. The GFI, if you look at it, if I can grab it, she's all rusted up. I doubt it worked. So I had one in my truck. Why not throw it on while we're here? It's not that big of a deal. Of course, they didn't do the thing right here. I need, you got strippers? Somebody come get her. She's dancing like a stripper. We're gonna do this one right. The last time they wrapped it around, which is not wrong. It's just a lot more difficult. There you go, thanks. So you're supposed to just stick her right in the back side there. Like, you know, because it's easy like this. Just wiggle it, maybe? I don't know. It's, you know what, as long as it makes contact, all it is a ground. There we go. Slipped right in like a glove. And, you know, one thing that I don't see very many people do, and this will be learning point, be courteous to the next person that's going to be working on your stuff that you've installed. And in this specific situation, what I'm talking about is give the old outlet a courtesy wrap. So when the next person comes and replaces this thing, they can grab it while it's hot and they're not going to get shocked. So any outlets you do, even in your house, put a courtesy wrap on it, just to be sweet to the next person that has to come out and work on that thing. It's too easy. It takes no time, and when you do it, hey, I don't know if y'all see this, leave a flag so they can take it off. That's how you be sweet. Now if I could shove all these wires in there, I'll come back to that. Blake figured out how to open that thing. How'd you do it?
I don't know, now it just opens right up.
Oh, I guess it just needed to, first timer. She's pretty. Look at that. Oh, and we got a secondary door here. Look, that thing does stuff to make this make noise. Contactors, 2 transformers, don't know why. 7.5 ton. What's back there? Can y'all see that? I got a terminal block. 2, there's a fuse. So there's fuses, a terminal block, and another control board. I didn't know, you know that was back there? All the way like right here. It looks just like that fuses, those fuses right there. Stages 1, 2, 3. So what we're going to do next is turn the power on, open the blower compartment up, make sure that our rotation is the correct direction. And this is 3-phase. So if it is not correct, then you're going to switch legs 1 and 3. 1 and 3. 1 and 3. And I know that if you have the same voltage to all of them, it doesn't matter, and you're like, all you gotta do is switch 2. Well, here's the reason. Because if you're at a building that has a high leg, your center leg is gonna run 270 volts. Even though it's 208 volt, 3-phase, and that's gonna be your center leg all the time. So yes, you can replace the 1 and 2 or whatever, as long as you're not in a building that has high legs. So basically what I'm getting at is, let's do best practice, people. The best practice is just do it the same way every time. What did I do? I taped the screw up. So anyway, best practice, just do 1 and 3. We're gonna get some power on this thing. I'm sure that they're probably not happy inside. I don't know. Don't know. It's getting a little humid outside. It's been raining all the way around us, but we've been lucky that we haven't actually gotten hit. And anyway, we'll get back to you probably when we're ready to look at rotation and start up, haul up. Pretty sure that the motor in there is not three-phase. So this doesn't have your conventional blower motor. I don't know if y'all can see that. I hope you can. But it's basically like a turbine wheel, and much more efficient. They're pretty cool. So push in the thing. Oh, power's off. All right. The only other way to tell if we got it faced right is see if the compressors are going backwards. You can usually tell because if they're not happy, they scream at you. See, is that the blower? Oh, the blower runs off of a relay. Just push in this one. Hang on. Where's the suction line? There it is. Go. We're good. Suction line getting cold, discharge getting warm. Is it calling at the thermostat?
No, stat's off. I'll go turn stat on.
Yep. Turn it on, maker. Getting nice and cold. Now we got all this trash we got to clean up. Plumber's got to feel bad for the guy. If you're watching this, you know, Don, I'm sorry. I didn't know, okay? But you're gonna need a floor jack, undoubtedly. Jack up this side of the unit. Maybe I might leave some wood up here, so just in case the jack doesn't go high enough, he can use some wood to bridge the gap. Plus, it's less crap I have to take down. This is not gonna be hard to do, but we need to build that trap. I forgot about building the trap. Let me call him while he's down there. He can get stuff for a trap.
Hello?
Hey, you got stuff for a P-trap?
Yes, I got P-trap, blue couplings, all that good stuff.
Yeah, don't...
Like what, two couplings and a P-trap?
Do you have an actual pre-built P-trap?
Yeah.
Cool, so we just need... yeah, two couplings and the P-trap. We got plenty of PVC up here.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah, and I got cutters up there too, so we should be good.
Sweet. Does that thermostat turn off when the disconnect is off?
No, everything is on up there.
I know, but I'm gonna turn the disconnect off because we can't let this thing be cooling while we don't have a drain.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep. Thermostat is on cool. It's set to 70, so we should be good down here.
What temp is it in there?
76.
All right, screw it. We'll just let it do it while it's running. As soon as we get the P-trap in there, it'll be fine.
All right, I'll get glue, two couplings, and a P-trap. I'll be back up.
Yep.
All right.
Bye. Yeah, you kind of have to have a drain, guys, if you want, you know, the thing to run. Otherwise, if you don't put the drain on and you turn it on, you're going to be draining into the building, which is no bueno. That's bad. Okay, that's bad. We got to put some silicone around the lip here on this blank off. I don't know if what y'all can see or not. I wish I could see what you see. But we'll have her running next little clip, and will be our goodbye clip for this one. Easy install, probably one of the easiest I think I've ever done. Usually there's a whole lot more disasters involved. But you know, it's the beginning of summer, hot outside. We don't need the heat right now, so our plumber can take his time on getting this gas line connected. And cool, that's all I got for you right now. I'll be back. Okay, I almost forgot. We were about to get off this dang roof. She's running. We're missing a cap. All that is to keep the rust off of the screw. Yeah, I don't care. Like I said, one of the easiest installs I've ever done. Got us a trap right there, and she's trapping. Oh, we don't have a vent tube on that. Oh crap. Okay, well, I'm gonna go back to that. You don't have to. You can have a clean out on after the trap that's capped. Generally, you want it before the trap. No, you pee before you tee. So no, it doesn't have to be after the trap. We need to put a tee. That's how I remember is you pee before you tee. So we didn't tee. Oh, he's gonna grab a tee. We're gonna stick her right on there. And as long as that trap is full of water, which I will make sure of when we get the tee on it, it's gonna be doing just fine. That guy's not doing fine. That guy's spilling over the side of the unit. Pretend like I didn't see that. Is that a paint can lid? What is this? Don't know. Don't care anymore. Anyway, we're done here, guys. We're wrapping up, cleaning things up, taking the stuff off the roof, you know, and cleaning up at least our mess. That's all I got for you today. Your belt. It ain't been used. I'll throw that on the truck. Probably never use it. I think I'll leave it right here. Y'all have a good day. And just for reference on my previous video, I'm getting a lot of flack from you're dangerous and blah blah blah. I know my limitations. Would it have been smart to bring a ladder up there? Yes, it would have been. And if I'm doing something on top of that unit that is going to take a long time and several trips, then that's fine. But hey, it's my judgment call. I just needed to get up there once, and for me it wasn't worth, you know, all the extra work to bring a ladder up there when I had other things to do and other calls to run. So I get it. You know, I have family, I have kids. I ain't got the wife thingy though. I don't have one of those, but I do have the kiddos, and they are my world. So I'm not going to do anything that's going to jeopardize my life or my ability to work and you know, coach my kids' teams and do things like that. Anyway, there's that. I do appreciate the concern. Oh, that reminds me, I got to shove something in that hole right there, so if it does rain, then we don't get water down that hole. I'll do that too. Anyway, enough said. We're good. Thanks, guys. Go ahead and subscribe. I need like 1,000 if I'm ever going to make a penny or two on this thing, which that's not my goal. The goal is to teach and learn, but you know, it's getting a little exciting. I got like almost 400. I was going to wait to 1,000 to do like a face reveal, but yeah, today it is what it is. You get to see my ugly face. All right, now I'm really gone. All right, gotta get the thing on the deal there, and we'll talk to y'all next time.